How's it going, everyone? My name is Colin. I kind of wanted to make like a little video on the start of this YouTube channel and a little overview of this bike. So this is my Razor mx650. Some of the things I have done to this bike, starting with the obvious, the CR50 plastics. I have the Electro & Co. Extreme 11,000 watt Razor kit. It comes with the EC4P V3, this key and voltmeter, or you can get it with an on and off switch. Show you what the voltmeter looks like. It's kind of hard to see, but comes with the EMX light throttle with the 3-mode switches. This throttle is amazing. It comes with the pro tapers already on it, and then a separate one to put on the other end. This kit also includes the True Moto Noisy Cricket controller and its wiring harness and everything you need to wire it up. Super easy to wire up. Just these little connectors here. Just plug right in. If you want to take them off, you just take your finger, put it on the tab, pull, and it comes right out like that. They're all separate number of pins, so it all goes together nice and easy. Snaps in super easy as well. Just like that. I have cable sleeved most of my cables, so if we start on this side, you can see I have my motor cable runs under the bike here, keeps going under, crosses under there, and then it comes up on the other side. I have my battery lead coming off my controller sleeved, and along with some of the other little wires up there. I also have the Zoom 4-piston brakes from Electro & Co. These brakes are built for bikes and e-bikes like this, where you're going to have your rear brake on your left hand, your front brake on your right. In America here, our bikes are reversed like our normal bicycles, where our rear brake, instead of being on the left, is on the right. Headed into the garage now, I have my 62 tooth rear sprocket from the Electro & Co. 35 chain and sprocket kit. The reason my rear wheel isn't on the bike is because if you look at the freewheel here, all these threads weren't there before, and this bike has so much power that it just ran right through them, just made its own threads, and the freewheel slid really far down, making the sprocket super off-centered, and it's just basically impossible to drive at that point. The chain just kept falling off, so to fix that, I ordered RSF 650 wheels. The rear one will be here in a few days, and the front one will be here in about a week because I ordered them separate from each other. I also have a D&M rear air shock coming in, a 200mm version, up the height a little bit. What I'm going to do for this rear wheel, so to try to stop it from sliding in, I will be welding the actual freewheel to the hub along with the freewheel itself so that it's a welded freewheel. I like the welded freewheel feel because I will get to emphasize my regen with this motor and the instant torque and not having to wait for your motor to, build up. It will be much more responsive and nicer, in my opinion. If I do end up running through the welds or breaking them, I'm just going to order a little removal tool, move it back out a little bit, and then I'll put a little spacer that looks a little like this right on it, and that should help with it not sliding in at all. I mean, look at it. It's not gonna break. Anyways, this is my 72 volt, 32 amp hour, 200 amp Armorage battery. This battery is amazing. I talked with Kenny Armorage to get it. He was super easy to communicate with, super patient, was willing to answer all my questions. It was a very enjoyable experience, and if I were to buy another Razor battery, I definitely go through them. They have really good pricing, and it's just, like I said, a very enjoyable experience. This battery is really nice too because it pushes the perfect amount of power for this motor. This motor tops out about 14,000 watts, and that battery is capable of about around 14,000. So I don't know, I really like it. A little picture of what the battery looks like when you buy it from the site. as you can see, the battery is not sitting upright like it would be in the picture, and that is because in the mx650 frame, and this is something you want to look out for if you're buying the mx500 to 650 or sx500, whatever they call it in the Armor Rush site. If you're going to buy that battery, you're going to have trouble if you're running the noisy cricket controller mounting it in a spot where it's going to be, you know, nice. When I was running it straight up, I can try to find a little picture. I don't think I have a picture of how I was running my controller, but when it was up, I was running it in the back, and it was just a cabled mess back here, and I needed to figure out something to do. And it was also very hard to Velcro strap the battery down that way, so I tilted it back this way. It shouldn't be damaging the BMS, which is on top here, and I am able to run the Noisy Cricket controller mount, and I'm able to tuck all the wires up nice and neat up here. I'm going to fix these for sure because this is going to bother me so much. I'm probably going to end up trying to tuck those in the gas tank or something. Some of the mods I have planned for this are the RSF 650 wheels that are coming in, along with the 200mm dynamo rear air shock. I have a ODI front number plate coming in. And I also want to get the Midwest Mini Mod 630mm front forks with that 200mm rear shock. It's definitely going to bring the bike up a bit, so I am going to want to get a taller set of front forks and just a nicer set, have more travel, and to level the bike out nice and evenly. I want to get a pair of Pro Taper Mini SE XR50 tall riser bars, possibly different grips. Thinking about modding these brakes so I can run a brake light, so it would have a switch to tell the brake light when to turn on and off. Possibly get the Electron-Co underglow kit along with their DC to AC converter, whatever it is, to convert the battery's power to a usable 12-volt power. I want to get a headlight for this for sure. Wider foot pegs. I'm planning on getting a little rear mud guard to help from all this spray. I did a little burnout, which I'll show right now. And that ended up shooting a ton of rubber up against all this stuff. And especially with my battery leads being there now, I'm gonna want something to, you know, cover all this area up, help keep the rear shock nice, don't damage anything up in here. I'm gonna get a phone mount for it, and just little things like that. Another thing I've done is I've painted the frame. I used about 2 bottles of primer, two or three bottles of paint, about 2 bottles of clear. This came out super nice. The bike is disgusting right now, so don't mind that. But like, let's see. If you look at one of the cleaner parts, definitely came out really good. So I think that's about it for this video. If you guys have any questions on the bike or have any questions on razors or anything like that, feel free to ask me. I will try to do my best to answer any of the questions that you guys have. Definitely expect some cool videos on this bike. I want to document all of the upgrades I do to it from here on now. I definitely did want to, you know, put together some videos for this, and I did try, but I just ran into a ton of problems with trying to put this bike together, because that's what's going to happen when you're trying to build a kid's toy that stock goes about 16 miles an hour to go upwards of 60 miles an hour. I had the bike turned up to have power on my first ride before it broke, and this is what my speed said on Life 360 when it wasn't even a top speed test. This was just me driving. So this bike is definitely extremely fast, but I do want to make some videos on it, me riding it. I definitely plan on making riding videos, ride out videos. There's a ton of stuff to expect, so I'm super excited. And yeah, so if you guys do have any questions, feel free to comment down below. It would be greatly appreciated if you guys could like and subscribe. It would really help out the channel, help me grow, help me answer more people's questions. I did struggle a little bit trying to find some videos on this kit, so if any of you guys have this kit or any of you guys are planning on it, ask any questions. I'll try to answer them in the comments, or if you guys want me to make a video, just let me know, and I will do my best to get back to everyone. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. Expect more posts. I'll try to post at least weekly. Kind of try to figure out a schedule. This is all new to me, so yeah, thanks for watching.